Boom. So we are live, my friends. Get the camera situated here. So what's your favorite excuse? We all got them, right? Not enough time. You're not smart enough. Don't have enough money. Don't have any money. Too fat. Too skinny. Too short. Too tall. Not strong enough. Too weak. Well, blah 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 blah. We all have excuses. Okay, we all have excuses. I'll share a story with you. So many moons ago, about 10 years ago, honestly, probably about 10 years ago, I got the itch to run a marathon, run an Ironman. I had never ran a marathon, but a friend of mine did a lot of Ironman stuff. I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool. I think I'd like to try that out. Well, sorry, I froze up there. I had previously, sorry, froze up. I had previously had 3 knee surgeries. Dylan, you gotta be quiet, bud. Sorry, my son likes to sing. I had already had 3 knee surgeries on the same knee, and they were ACL and 2 meniscus cleanouts. And and the one doctor told me I was getting close to bone on bone. Went to see another doctor, and his words were, "You have the knee of a 70-year-old man who lived a very hard life." That's what he told me. Rough life, something like that. And he's like, you need a knee replacement surgery. So I had the journey with what I wanted to do, the goal, run an Ironman. I had this information about, well, you need a knee replacement. See that? And I'm like, okay, so what do I do? And I took his word as like the gospel truth and went home and sulked and thought about that. I was like, man, I need a knee replacement. I was like late 30s at that time. I think I was 38, 39. I'm like, man, I got to get a knee replacement. That's like a pretty big deal, right? And so I started, I went through all my excuses. That's kind of easy. Well, I can't do an Ironman because I need a knee replacement. Maybe not today, but on down the road, based on what he told me. So that would have been an easy excuse to use, honestly, right? But then I really started thinking about it. I'm like, I want to do this Ironman thing and check that off my list. Like, it's on my bucket list. And so I started thinking about, like, if this is true, what he's telling me, and I did go to multiple doctors, they didn't all recommend a knee replacement. This guy did. The others said you probably will later, not right now. So I just said, you know what? If this thing's gonna get replaced, like, why don't I just like use every ounce left on it, right? Like a tire. I'm just gonna run this thing till it's bald and it pops. And so that's what I decided I was gonna do. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it despite my knee. And so here's what happened. I finished that Ironman. I've done 5 total since 2 fulls and 3 halves, I think. And I've done an ultra marathon, 50 miles, 50-mile run on the same knee. Now I have gotten placenta stem cells. I've gotten stem cell treatments multiple times. So I believe that helps. And here I'm 10 years later, my knee is better today, most days, than it was 10 years ago, and I did not get a knee replacement surgery. How crazy is that? And this one doctor I went to, my mom used to work for this one doctor. He used to say, motion is lotion. Motion is lotion. So I've had a lot of motion over the years, but I take care of it. I take ice baths, I do placenta, and things like that. So here's the lesson though. Here's the lesson. So if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll just find an excuse. So think about that in your life, in your business. If you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse. That was just a story showing you how I found a way, and that way actually became so much better, right? It caught me, because I was determined to find a way, it led me to like seeking out stem cells, other regenerative therapy that I do, ice baths, maintenance, eating certain foods and collagens and things like that. So your excuses, most oftentimes, like almost all the time, they're not going to serve you. If you start searching for reasons, your reasons are what's going to lead you to the results. That's it.